kid's 14. And as far as we know, I mean, Jax, I don't think really wants to be in the spotlight aside from appearing with his mom. Delilah and oh my God, Amelia, they want to be in it. So you're going to get shit. Again, I'm not saying like Garcelle deserves all this defense and they don't. I think it's a couple of different things. Jax's age, I think race is a factor for sure. I think also the companies have evolved. I think they've been called out. They're trying to be more racially inclusive. So it's a different time than it was 4 years ago. That's why. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, that's fine. And now I want to say a couple of things because I want to talk about the future, what this means for Garcelle, what this means for Jax, what this means for the other cast members. I mean, we talked about Patrick, we talked about Rinna and who we think. I mean, Rinna, yes, has posted that, she's posted that she thinks it was producers trying. I mean, here's the thing. When she says like, it's like Rinna is almost sinking her own ship. I went from saying, and listen, and again, guys, I'm wrong. Like, well, let me back up because you're making a statement. Let me back up. Okay. When I was running HR at all these companies, I would be in meetings with like the head of legal and we would be in meetings where the words were bury it. When there was an A-list employee, bury it. Okay, well, we're going to be sued for sexual harassment in 6 months, but I understand we're going to bury it now. Or like our superstar stole money, bury it. It was bury it. And when a B-list employee did something, it was like, fucking fire them right now, period. I've been in hundreds of meetings like that. So I mean, I do think Bravo, if there's this real thing of bots, why not hire a cybersecurity expert? I mean, spend some money and investigate this. I do have to say, and I mean, I'll stand by this. You mean to tell me if Teresa Giudice, whatever the fuck you want to call the crazy woman today, Teresa Giudice, if they found out that she did this and she hired those bots, I would be shocked if the words weren't bury this. If Kyle Richards did this, bury this. I go back to like Jenny Nguyen was fired from Salt Lake City because she was a throwaway housewife. Nobody cared. Jen Shaw got herself off the show because she's headed to federal prison. She's going behind bars. I feel if this came out about these bots, and I mean, I don't know now if this was public knowledge and it was proved, yeah, I do think Bravo would fire Teresa because they would have no choice. Like, you know what I mean? It's like when advertisers get involved, but I think if it's found out that Diana, I don't think this is why everyone can say when Diana is let go and is not back next season, if you can sleep better at night saying that Bravo did the right thing and racism and all this, great. I don't want to take that away from you. It's not why Diana's not coming back. It's not why she's fired.
Do we think she's definitely fired?
I would say this. So, I mean, that's just my thing. Tell me that Teresa did this and tell me that there's not a meeting where someone says, bury the fuck out of this. Do I think Diana's not coming back? This is my honest opinion. And then we'll talk about Rinna. I feel Diana has not connected with you. And again, I changed my mind based on what's happening. So that's okay. I didn't think, I mean, I've said for a while now, I think that Diana is not resonating with the audience any more than Noella Bergener, Dr. Jen, all the one-hit wonders. I think that there isn't anything exciting there anymore. And I think we didn't have this drama with bots. It's whether it's real or not, it never existed before, and here she is. So I just think she will be the scapegoat. There's not going to be a statement, Diana's fired because she did this. It's just, yes, I 199% think Diana Jenkins is not coming back to Beverly Hills Housewives. And by the way, I'm not so sure she's not going to quit on her own. I'm not so sure that she wants to come back with $250 million. Listen, you still have it. She can go on any red carpet now. I mean, this is no shade to her because I'm friends with her. We have Bronwyn Wyndham Burke coming to New York. She's walking red carpets. No, you're not going to walk the Oscar red carpet, but Diana with Elton and David and blah, blah, blah. I don't think she needs it. I think she might quit. And I definitely think if she doesn't quit, she'd be fired. Yep, that is 100% what I think. It's like the stink of this season is just somehow associated with her. And it's not that anyone cares, because if she were Teresa, she wouldn't be going anywhere. It's just, sure, let's just get rid of her. And I think she would have gotten rid of
I mean, I think that theory is a good theory. I do. I think that theory is a good theory. I was going to say to you, I don't think there'll be any bot investigation because I think the production company could be as behind it as anybody else. But I do think probably if there were two alleged people, it might be Diana or Renna or the production. I actually truly believe it's probably the production company.
Because that's what Renna posted and she took it down. What, just to stir the pot? Like they love this.
Look at Christine Quinn, who, came out and said that how awful the producer was of selling Sunset. And the producer had an agenda, which was she was the villain, that that she was the evil one. She was going to have issues with it and literally would tell her, like, if you don't do this, go kill yourself. And I mean, then you had Spencer Pratt, of course, who we all remember from The Hills, had the same producer, and he said 100%. He and Heidi would be on the phone crying. I mean, sometimes we think that these producers and people are rational, but they're fucking irrational too. And I think for them, it's like
I don't think they're. No, I mean these they'll do anything. No, they'll do anything.
And I think they have to keep upping the ante. I mean, the ante has been upped with EJ. I mean, Tom Girardi, who was a star here in Los Angeles, I mean, is in a dementia home. And, if he wasn't 82, would be going to jail for a very long time. I mean, Jen Shah's going to jail. I mean, they have had huge storylines that are dominating headlines. So I think it's the producers going, how do we up the ante? Let's fucking spam all these women with all these crazy bots. And maybe it's
they definitely don't care. Yeah, I mean, that I agree.
They don't care. It's great drama. We're doing a whole entire episode on it. I tend to agree with you. I don't think Diana will be back. The only reason Diana would be back, I think it was very clear this season, is she is there for Asher, the boyfriend, husband, fiance, whatever he is. She wants him to be a huge star. And it's a good platform. I mean, and I actually think Asher has a very nice voice, but it's so promotional in the sense that we know we're going to have to see him sing at least twice, which is fine. I would do the same thing for my husband, but
I think the bigger thing is what I really am starting to think is not because of the bots. I see Dorinda. I see drunk, alcoholic, having to go to AA Kim Richards in Rinna. I believe that Rinna, this is going to make everybody happy. I think, and this is going to be the best thing for her. I think Rinna, this might be it for Rinna. I think Rinna might lose her job.
No way. Well,
I'm not convinced. Now, let me say, everyone out there, I will say this 100%. 100% Erica Jane will not